No question, one of the greatest and unlikely comeback stories in sports history. For you, how would you describe this crazy journey for Vinny Pazienza?
I like to look at it as a guy who believed in his instincts, followed his dreams at all costs. You know, everybody out there has a dream. And sometimes we talk ourselves out of our dreams. Sometimes others talk us out of our dreams. And this is a guy that didn't. He saw Rocky when he was a kid, came out of the theater, went home, told his dad, he says, I'm gonna be champion of the world, and he did it.
Man.
Broke his neck, got a halo on his head, screws in his skull, and 5 days later, he's in the gym, and he became middleweight champion of the world. Who's not gonna like that? Comeback story. Usually when you're a kid and you go into the gym, it's your dad who brings you into the gym. Either he has experience with boxing or it's in the family or somehow, and he usually coaches them up until juniors and then into Golden Gloves and then on, right? So this is a family thing. You know, that's just what life's all about. I mean, this happens to revolve around boxing in the ring, but this is a story about life.
You had the opportunity to star as legendary trainer Kevin Rooney. When there's someone that you're portraying who happens to still be alive, what kind of challenge and maybe even responsibility do you have?
Total responsibility, total reverence, respect. You have to make sure that when they see this movie, their friends and their family, that they know that we gave everything we could to make this as authentic and as real as possible. You know, people are talking about the weight and the hair and all that. I did that because that's what Kevin looks like. I didn't do it for myself. I look like this. You know, Miles dropped the weight. Kieran Hines, Ted Levine. We did it for the movie because this is an extraordinary story. And Vinny is still alive. He's still kicking. He's totally invested in this movie, and he's so proud of it. He cried when he saw it. Unfortunately, Kevin Rooney, the character I play, is in the hospital with dementia, so I didn't have access to him. But his son, I trained with his son. This movie we made in Rhode Island, the whole town, he's a rock star in Rhode Island. So everybody helped us. Everybody has a story about Vinny and Kevin, and so we want to make them proud.
You mentioned the transformation you went through, putting on the weight, you know, shaving that hairline back. I want to know from you, how much do you miss waking up every day looking into the mirror as a bald, overweight, aging guy?
Hey, man, I'm almost there. You know, it was interesting because I was totally committed to the film. When I shaved my head, you know, the weight, okay, I can drop the weight, everything, but when I shaved my head I guess a week before filming, I said, okay, now I'm doing this movie. The hardest part for me about this movie was that accent. It was a bear because it's a Staten Island, broken-nosed boxer from the streets accent. I mean, I listened to tape, I watched it. It was a challenge, probably the hardest challenge of my career. But I think I got it, and that's Kevin Rooney. In fact, his son saw it and gave me good marks, so that's enough for me.
That's high praise. As you watch this up on the big screen, do you have trouble recognizing yourself? Because you morphed into this guy.
All I see is this. Like, when I look at that picture, I go, how could anybody not recognize me when I have this thing on my face? What I should have done is had this. I should have jammed this shit full of Botox.
Your female fans would not have liked that. They wanted a little something to still see you in there.
Wait a second, man. There are women who like a lot of girth, you know, that love the bald head. I'm not kidding you. Like in Sully, there's women came up to me in airports around the street. They go, love your mustache. You know, they're into it. You never know.
So you got a whole new fan base now, man.
I'm in so many subcultures now, but I like it because it gives me more, you know, range.